Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Well, Pro Wrestling Show we have for you coming up here. You saw last week Tiffany Stratton regained the women's championship from Bayley, but Bayley now officially a member of the Raw roster. But we get the new era of SmackDown coming up. You hear from WWE champion Cody Rhodes on his upcoming match against Kevin Owens for the championship. But tomorrow night they'll have a contract signing to make it official on Saturday night's main event. Plus, we'll see this. LA Knight takes on Tama Tonga. LA Knight declares himself in the Royal Rumble. I'm suspecting Tama Tonga as well. We get the Pro Wrestling Show started right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Chris Victor. Glad you join us on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. But don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe if you can. Tell a friend, call a friend. Hit that subscribe button, but you won't miss a thing. All right, we'll get to Tama Tonga and LA Knight a little bit coming up. We're going to head things out right here. SmackDown commentator Joe Testa. Sorry, folks. The music just overpowered my voice, but we're here. SmackDown commentator Joe Tessitore opened the show and introduced WWE champion Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes coming out there, and Cody Rhodes came out there to talk about his upcoming title match against Kevin Owens. This championship match between Cody and Kevin will get in between this match. Like I said, Kevin Owens claims he's the true champion, as Cody thinks Cody is the current champion. But Cody Rhodes gonna have his work cut out for him at Royal Rumble when he meets that man Kevin Owens, who's been delusional ever since last Saturday night main event, still in the Wing Eagle Championship from Cody Rhodes, where Cody was supposed to wear it for one night. But Cody has his championship, and Cody Rhodes is ready. And so we should be seeing Cody Rhodes coming down the pipeline down the road. Speaking of that, there's a lot of celebrities in the house. Matthew McConaughey, I forgot yet. What does Matthew McConaughey say? He said some slang or something. He's like slang word. He was in the house. If you know out here that what Matthew McConaughey says, let me know. Matthew McConaughey was out there tonight, as well as Gabriel Iglesias was out there too. Gabriel Iglesias. So a lot of celebrities was in the house, even to the point that Kevin Owens issued a challenge to Matthew McConaughey, wanted to take him down. Matthew McConaughey wasn't afraid. It was in Austin, Texas. McConaughey knows a thing or two about Texas and Texas football. So Matthew McConaughey wasn't scared one bit. But we'll tell you a little bit later what Cody Rhodes did tonight to get his hands on Kevin Owens a little bit later on in the show. So, hey, we'll see. Speaking of that, you saw this tonight. The Moses Machine Gun, pretty deadly. The Machine Guns gaining some momentum ever since losing the tag team championships. The Machine Guns, I tell you that, the Moses Machine Guns gaining some steam measure. Even later on in the show, they informed DIY that they're going to get a team championship match at Royal Rumble, but this time it'll be in a 2 out of 3 falls match. I feel like that's more of a SmackDown match, the build up time on SmackDown, not at Royal Rumble, because at Royal Rumble you're focusing mainly on the championship match and the 2 Royal Rumble matches that should be the focus, not a 2 out of 3 falls match. I think that's Triple H's thing. Triple H loves this. This is his boys. But Triple H want to put them on the spotlight, especially Tommaso Ciampa and John Gargano and stuff. So Ciampa and Gargano getting the Duke, getting them a 2 out of 3 falls match coming up at Royal Rumble. Well, speaking of Royal Rumble, we told you this. Tiffany Stratton, the new WWE Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley, the Women's World Champion, they're going to be awaiting their fates at coming up, and who could be challenging them at WrestleMania Tiffany Stratton and Rhea Ripley, those champions of the respective shows, was in the mix. We'll tell you a little bit later that there's been discussion that Bianca Belair could be challenging Rhea Ripley for the women's championship down the road. But like I said, that we had all the women gather around the ring, clearing themselves in the Royal Rumble, including Liv Morgan, who could have got easily a championship rematch, but she's not gonna get one. She's gonna probably earn her match down the road against Rhea Ripley, hopefully, if she do. But she was in tag team action tonight, and Liv Morgan won her match tonight, and Liv Morgan got the Duke, and Liv Morgan got the victory, and Liv Morgan prepping herself to probably perhaps win the Royal Rumble. She was like in the final four last year. She do it again. That's the possibility. Well, speaking of that, speaking of women's action, Mixie and Big Fab were in the backstage area with Chelsea Green, Piper Niven. These women will meet this week. We know Chelsea Green and Piper Niven were battling out. Were tag team partners, but we know Mixie had to go down Chelsea Piper Niven to get to Chelsea Green. Well, Mixie won her match tonight, and well, we'll show you that a little bit later. Mixie won her match tonight. Mixie will get shot at Chelsea Green next week on SmackDown before the Royal Rumble event for the U.S. Women's Championship. Once again, can Mixie win the U.S. Women's Championship? Only time will tell. We will just have to wait and see on how that's going to go. Well, speaking of big money moves and make money moves, The Miz is officially on the SmackDown brand from moving from Raw due to transfer portal. Miz no longer a part of the Raw roster no more. Miz now back on SmackDown once again, and Miz and the Wise Six. You know that the Wise Six are coming. Miz just don't know when and where and when they're gonna strike. Well, Miz tried to lobby tonight, and the Miz tried to lobby to get the A Town Down Under to Raw to SmackDown, the team with them and join forces. But General Manager Aldis had a little something in mind and told A Town Downtown that they have been traded to Raw, so they're going to Raw instead of SmackDown. The Miz have no allies right now to help back him up. He's gonna have to look harder and fonder if he wants to get get something going. I'll tell you that right now with the Miz and stuff. Um, we'll just have to wait and see if Miz can do what he needs to do in order to chef out. We'll see what's going on, but you can tell the Miz is a little bit upset. He don't know what to do. Miz kind of like, damn, I got to find more. I got to look harder, look deeper. That's what I think the Miz gonna have to do. Miz gonna have to do that. Speaking of that, we know that Charlotte Flair made her return tonight. Charlotte Flair bringing back a little Flair. Charlotte Flair announced that she will be participating in the Women's Royal Rumble. Haven't seen Charlotte in quite some time. Charlotte's back, and Charlotte saying that she wants to she's gonna make folks remember her name. Charlotte's getting a little bit older. She's looking older a little bit to me. With the she still look the same, but I've been in a conversation for a year and a half. Charlotte Flair, um, saying that she's gonna win the Women's Royal Rumble. She's looking like that, but she's looking older now. She looks more older, but we'll see with Charlotte. Also, too, Carmelo Hayes looking for more competition. Nick Aldis saying he's going to give him more competition. He did. With Damian Priest now moving to Raw from SmackDown. Damian Priest now a new member of SmackDown, and Damian Priest was in action tonight. And Damian Priest took it to Carmelo Hayes, even picked Carmelo Hayes to get the win. So Damian Priest on his way to perhaps the Royal Rumble, and Damian Priest might sell in, sell out, get himself ready. I can tell you right now, Damian Priest is a good addition to the SmackDown brand. Who knows? Damian Priest might have some new allies. He kind of had a new ally in Cody Rhodes. So Damian Priest and Cody Rhodes could be teaming together, and Damian Priest could be Cody Rhodes' eyes and ears. Who knows? But tell you that right now, Carmelo Hayes might be feuding with Damian Priest down the road. How that's going to go down, we'll see. But Carmelo Hayes lost to Damian Priest tonight, but he's going to be having more matches next week. Carmelo will be taking on Jimmy next week before Royal Rumble. So Carmelo and Jimmy will run it back once again. So we'll see that coming up with Carmelo and Jimmy coming up soon. Well, Jacob Fatu looking for some competition. Jacob Fatu saying that he's going to do what he needs to do, saying that he Godzilla and King Kong don't have nothing on him. I guess he stole that from Denzel Washington movie. Well, we know Jacob Fatu will be part of the match against Braun Strowman on Saturday Night Main Event. Don't forget, we'll have the Saturday Night Main Event predictions special tomorrow morning. So look for that coming your way tomorrow morning. And I'll tell you the predictions between Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman. Who's going to win between these two monsters this tomorrow? Because you can tell Jacob Fatu looks like he a savage. He's ready to go. We'll see that coming up tomorrow night. I told you DIY was in action. This is the match right here. John Guerrero taking on Apollo Cruz. John Guerrero losing to Apollo Cruz tonight after that misfire last week when we told you that DI the Molson Machine Guns will meet DIY for the tag team championships. That will happen tomorrow night. LA Knight was in action tonight. LA Knight was in action. LA Knight took on Tamatonga. LA Knight won his match over Tamatonga, but we told you that the Jacob Fatu match and all that was going to be. They even got a shirt of Jacob Fatu, his own shirt, the Swearing Woolworth. So Jacob Fatu with the shirt. Well, we get to the main event. The main event of the night was this: Kevin Owens defended what he wants to call his so-called championship against Jimmy. Kevin Owens took it to Jimmy in a non-exhibition match, taking Jimmy out. I think Jimmy's wrestling, trying to get back into the good graces of WWE, missing out on dates and stuff. But Jimmy and Kevin Owens battling out. Jimmy tried to pull up a book fight, but couldn't put up the book fight at the end as Cody Rhodes came out of nowhere and attacked Kevin Owens, brawling till tomorrow night on Saturday Night Main Event when Shawn Michaels is set to moderate the Saturday Night's Main Event special. So we'll see HBK moderating the match between Shawn Michaels. HBK will moderate between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes for the contract signing on Saturday Night's Main Event. And we also forgot to honorary mention that Shinsuke Nakamura won the Royal Rumble in 2018, saying that he's going to enter the Royal Rumble. Nakamura won in 2018, was unsuccessful to win the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. So Shinsuke Nakamura looking to get some vengeance coming up at Royal Rumble to his vengeance. All right, we saw that right here. This is the Pro Wrestling Show for the SmackDown Ring Report with Kevin Owens and Cody. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we talk about this. We talk about that Hulk Hogan will not be a part of Saturday Night Main Event. Hulk Hogan saying that slaying family issues, including his son Nick getting married and his daughter Brooke becoming a mom of twins. Congratulations to Brooke, but Hulk Hogan now has enough time to focus on family rather than his own personal self-interest. So the Hulkster won't be a part of Saturday Night Main Event. And you got Jesse Ventura and Hulk Hogan. They're going to eventually have to cross paths. Hulk Hogan and Jesse Ventura. Well, Hulk Hogan getting booed as he used to get cheered. Now he's getting booed like crazy. That's crazy. But speaking of that, Baron Corbin, he was on the Chris Van Vliet show, revealed a lot of stuff saying what his time after WWE, what he's gonna do next. Baron Corbin revealed a lot on the Chris Van Vliet show. I'm going to list that podcast this week to get more insight on Baron Corbin's thing. Even Chris Van Vliet had Kurt Angle on his show this week, and Kurt Angle saying that he doesn't like the word perk angle, talking about his addiction and mental challenges. Kurt Angle saying he wasn't cleaned in. He wants to live a fully committed life with with his life, a positive life rather than a negative life. So I can respect that from Kurt Angle on what's going down with Kurt Angle. All right, we told you next week on SmackDown, Carmelo Hayes takes on Jimmy Uso 1-on-1 before Royal Rumble. That match will happen next week, as well as the women's U.S. Championship match between champion Chelsea Green defending her championship against Michigan. That will happen next week as well. Two matches already signed, and we're anxiously awaiting Charlotte Flair's return to WWE at the Royal Rumble. What that's going to be a match that's going to be coming up. And then following before Royal Rumble, that Saturday, we'll have the Royal Rumble predict the outcome for predictions. Who's going to win the 2025 Royal Rumble for their respective Rumble matches, the women and the men's. We're looking forward to seeing that coming up as well. So looking forward to seeing that coming up. Plus, two, we're hearing reports that WWE may buy TNA to prevent AEW to get TV deals internationally. So we're hearing those reports as well. So who knows what's going to happen? So we're going to wait and anticipating to see. Also, too, Shelton Benjamin appeared on Chris Jericho's podcast. Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley now the new AEW Tag Team Champs, and these guys in their 50s about to be Tag Team Champions. Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley in their late 40s, also Tag Team Champions. They've been up to almost 20-year veterans, at least 25-year veterans in the business. Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin also pointing out that he didn't want the Hurt Business to end, but Vince McMahon did. He wanted to focus more on Bobby than the whole group. So I kind of got inside of that. All right. We're gonna leave you right here on the Pro Wrestling Show with Cody Rhodes getting his measure of revenge on Kevin Owens. We do so tomorrow night on Saturday Night Main Event. On time will tell. Thanks for watching this edition of SmackDown Ring Report. We'll have the Saturday Night Main Event Predict the Outcome show, as well as the Saturday Night Main Event Review special as well. So 2 specials tomorrow night. So for me being Kendrick Dick saying so long, thanks for watching the Pro Wrestling Show.